shit, I hit the snooze. I thought reality was real, I'm really confused.
James chapter 1 and verse 1. James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes which were scattered abroad.
So the 12 tribes were scattered abroad. Why were they scattered? Deuteronomy 28:64. Why were they scattered? So in every country that you go into, you will see Israelites scattered there. Some of them may not look like us, but their spirit bears witness, because they will most likely be in the ghettos. They will be in the slums. They will be afflicted with all the curses of God. This is why they were scattered.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee amongst all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
So this is one of the curses which God placed on the Israelites, that he would scatter them into all corners of the earth because of their disobedience to the commandments.
Right. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
There we shall serve other gods. So wherever the Israelites are scattered to, right now they are serving other gods,
which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Because the other gods we are serving now is Rastafarianism, is in Rastafarianism, is in Christianity, is in Hinduism, is in Islam, is in is in Baptist, is in Jehovah's Witness, is in Seventh-day Adventists. We didn't come off the slave ship talking about no Rasta. We didn't come off the slave ship talking about no Hindu. We ain't talking about no Islam. We didn't, they strip us of everything. We were not allowed to read Scientology. So read that again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64.
Brother across the street, let me ask you something. Quick question. Let me ask you a quick question. You coming, right? Let me ask you a question. What prophet going on the was he? What is the point? Or what profit does wearing the cross have? Let me ask. Because I guess he's a Roman Catholic, right? He's not a Roman Catholic. So why is he the cross for? The cross, the crucifix. Okay. You want to know where that is? Because it's in the scripture. The same thing I just said.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 18. What profited the graven image?
Graven image, because it was graven from metal. It's silver, right? I guess. It was graven from silver.
That the maker thereof had graven it, the molten image, and a teacher of lies.
What is a teacher of lies? Because you're wearing that, but who's the man on the cross? I'm asking this one. Who's the serious question? Who's the man on the cross? Supposed to be who? So, what fashion did Jesus Christ die in? Let me ask you something. So, if I was to come, arrest your father, line him up against a wall with, and get all of us with AK-47s and spray him down, would you wear AK-47 on your neck in remembrance of your father? You understand? This right, that chain right, that medallion or whatever you want to call it, the crucifix, is just highlighted. Haha, we kill your Messiah, and this is what we're remembering. That woman there is not his mother, and that is not even Jesus, because that's this guy. He wants to be on the cross to make it look like he died. But let me ask you something. Historically, all white man you know dying for black people?
Bring it out! Bring it out!
All white, none, right? So then who the hell is that? Job 9 and 24.
Bring it out! This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth as we know it is given into the hands of the wicked. So after so the wicked, right now the world outer circuit right now, it's not normal. You didn't realize all this kind of weird stuff going on all the time? Our people killing each other out, everybody walking like they're slaves until they're dead, and then the children walking like slaves till they're dead. That's not how God intended it. Right? So the world is given unto the hand of the wicked. I'll show you the wicked is just now.
He covered the face of the judges thereof.
So he, lift this up, covered the face of the judges. So do you know something called whitewashing? whitewashing. We know Jesus Christ is not a white man, right? According to the scripture, they said he's a man with white woolly hair. He doesn't have white woolly hair. They said Jesus Christ was a man with dark skin, red eyes. He has blue eyes. He has white skin, with red skin. So where that come from? Because this is the wicked the Bible talking about. There's one group of people on this earth. Once they go into an area, they come, destroy the entire culture going on there, steal it, and then whitewash all the paintings. Who does that? The Chinese don't do that. The Arabs don't do that. We definitely don't do that. So who does that? You have it there, right?
This is the book of 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48. And lay open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
So the book of the law, the Bible, the heathen at that point in time were the Greeks. Who descends from the Greeks? What kind of complexion the Greeks have? White people, right? As a European country. Their history has always been go someplace, destroy it, and then set up their thing in their image. The exact same culture. Like they'll come now, run up in Tommy's, take out Tommy, put up Tommy again, and I will ice Tommy. Tommy never had only ice Tommy. That historically is not their history.
Bring it out!
That is the wicked. Malaka, where is my phone? Pull that. You have it?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 6. Verse 6. They search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search.
It's only one type of people that go out and think, hey, I wonder how your mind is think because your mind is have a lobe here. And who does that? Think about it. The Bible has always been talking about them. We just didn't know what they were called. But now we know. Malachi 1 and 4.
Bring it out!
Malachi 1 and 3.
This is the book.
Remember the wicked. Just remember the wicked. The wicked. It always goes back to the wicked.
This is the book of Malachi chapter 1 and verse 3. I hate.
Verse 2.
I have loved you, said the Lord.
So God loved the Israelites. And I'll get to who the Israelites are just now.
Yet he said, wherein hast thou loved us?
There's one thing you'll realize about these so-called these Israelites is they are very rebellious. They're always complaining. They're always murmuring. So God's saying, I love you, Israel. And now the Israelites saying, when you love us. So now you're going to answer the question.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
So not Esau and Jacob, twin brothers in the womb, right? Remember that in Bible school?
Said the Lord, yet I loved Jacob.
Yet I loved you, Jacob, and what?
And I hated Esau.
And he hates Esau. So the God of this Bible hates people. That's one. So Christianity that tell you God love everybody, that's clearly wrong. The Bible just say God hated Esau and loved Jacob. So from the womb before they were even formed, he picked one and didn't pick the other. He had loved one and hated the other. This before, because he knew it from the beginning what would come to pass. Right? Right. Read.
And laid his mountain and his heritage waste.
So he laid his mountain heritage waste. He destroyed, he mashed up Esau during the period of the Dark Ages. So they had to run up in the caves to live. That's why they say white people have no culture. They just steal other people's culture. So they was living up in the cave dwelling, not bathing, stink, while the black people was ruling Europe. You know about that? Black people were ruling Europe. Our people were ruling Europe.
That's right.
The Moors. That's what you call it. You can do your research on the Moors. But you have to understand they weren't just Moors, they were Israelites.
That's right. And his heritage wasted for the jargon of the wilderness. Whereas Edom say, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
So after the Dark Ages, that's when they had back their rise and had the Renaissance period, when they had iconoclasm and whitewashing, where they took all the pictures of the black Messiah, whitewashed them, take all the pictures of the black apostles, whitewashed them, the black angels, whitewashed them. But if you check out in Europe, there are still places where the wall white, but yet the wall white, the people clothes white, but yet their face black.
That's right.
You understand? So the wall was black. Let me say the wall was black, the clothes white, but the face black. Or the wall red, but the face black. That was always the case. But when this man came in, during the Renaissance period, he came, whitewash everything, and say, no, 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 that's a lie, this is Jesus. And then when he put us in slavery, you was use nothing, nigga, use nothing. This is your God now. He looks like me, not like you. Use nothing. You're 3/5 of a man. Did that not happen? Keep reading.
Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will chow down.
So they will build back up their empire, but God personally go and deal with them. Personally. Don't come out the clouds, deal with them. Ex-name.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
The border of wicked, remember the wicked again, wickedness. So let me find out the physical characteristics of this man called Edom or Esau. Genesis 25:25. Some deep stuff, right? All that in this Bible. All that in this Bible. But they don't tell it any church. They just said John 3:16, believe what you want now. Come as ye are. That's not what the Bible says. Christianity, Islam, all these religions go against what the Bible says. That's what you have to understand. We have been taught lies for years. All of us, well, yeah, but all of us was in the so-called Christian church, listening to doctrines, worshiping that man. But when we come to realization and read the Bible for ourselves with the proper understanding, then we knew this man is a liar, he's the devil, 1, and 2, who we are according to the Bible. So
this is the book of Genesis chapter 25 and verse 25. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment.
So this is Jacob and Esau when they was born. So the first meeting, Esau, when he came out of the womb, he came out red all over. He had red skin and he was very hairy. Who today has very red skin but calls it a different color? Come on. You know? So, who is called rednecks?
Bring it out!
Huh? You're not sure? Okay, like when you're in the States, you say, hey, look, them rednecks. Who is called talk about rednecks? That's rednecks. Support, yeah. Rednecks, white people. White people, when they're in the sun, they turn red, like a lobster. Their blood show, they have no melanin. So when the sun hits them, their skin gets very red. If you watch them closely, before they started to do them Gillette commercials, all of them was hairy. Hairy backs, hairy chests. You realize we're not really a hairy people. It's because of intermixing throughout the years, we end up getting a little more hair. But majority of us, smooth skin. If you look around, smooth skin, not really a hairy bunch of people. But this supposed man has red skin, he is hairy. Who does that describe? Think about it. Is a white man actually white? Is his skin this color?
Bring it out!
When he goes in the sun, what does his skin turn into? Who does get sunburn and turn red? Right? So I'm not trying to say, the white man is the devil because we hate white people. I say the white man is the devil because the Bible says the white man is the devil. God says that the white man is the wicked.
That's right.
We didn't make the rules. We just are buying by him. So the question is now, if he said use a black devil and use nothing, and he actually is the nothing and the devil, what does that make you? Psalm 82.
That's right.
What does that make you? If everything is in reverse, what does that make you? If he said he was God and he's not God, and everything he said so far is a lie, what does that make you? Not just something. Read.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said,
God has said,
ye are gods,
ye men of Israel are gods,
and all of you are children of the Most High.
We are the children of the living, the one true living God.
That's right.
The one who lives in the heaven of heavens. Not the sky, not space, but outside, above that. Extra dimensional kind of heaven that we can't access. That only people with celestial bodies can go into.
That's right.
So we are gods. We are gods. Ye are gods. But what?
But ye shall die like men.
Whoa. But when you say flip now, you'll die like men. Why? Adam was immortal in the earlies. Adam became mortal when he sinned. So what you think is make us die? What do you think is kill our flesh?
That's right.
Why you think, let me ask you something. Are you a billionaire? Does your family own businesses around the area that you live in? Does any people that look like you own businesses in the area that you live in? You ever wonder why? How come we come here 400 plus years, but yet we still don't have nothing? Well, second.
Bring it out!
How come the Amerindians don't have nothing? We don't have nothing. The Syrians come here, what, 30 years ago, they're only 1%. The East Indians come 2 elections, they're only 10%. We blacks, however, we still at the bottom, and we here the longest. The Chinese don't even live off our economy. They have their own newspaper in our country, in Chinese. They have their own businesses. They don't have to come to us for nothing. But yet, for some reason, we are the people on the news killing each other. We are the people with nothing, and we are the longest. Why?
Bring it up!
Let me ask you something. That shoes you're wearing, you make that shoes? Made in China. Polo you're wearing, you make that? What you have on, all the flams that we like, all the things that we like, we own it. That earring they have in the air, that's from our gold mines. That's from our gold mines. But you know what we want to claim now? We want to claim Wakanda. We want to be Black Panther. We want to be all of that. That's what we want to claim. We want to claim Zamunda. We want to claim Africa. But African people thriving and we still at the bottom. They don't care about us either. So who are we? Deuteronomy 1:1.
Bring it out! This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
You two sisters are walking there. Come and listen for 1 second. Or they might be busy, but I gotta take a little time.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan.
So the book of Deuteronomy is addressed to the 12 tribes of Israel exclusively.
Right.
The whole Bible, if you want to get technical, is addressed to the Israelites. It's just the Israelites scattered to Rome, the Israelites scattered to Galatia, to Thessalonica, those places. God never dealt with anybody else, and he still doesn't deal with anybody else. So Deuteronomy 28:1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
So if the Israelites would listen to and do all the commandments that Moses gave them on this side of Jordan, what would happen?
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
To be high above all nations, are you the same as the other nations?
No!
That means equality, not with God, right? It has no equality. You'll be above them, you'll be below them. You will never be equal to them. Read.
Oh, yeah. Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
And this is the answer to the question. If you see the flip side, if we will listen, we'll be above everybody. So we're going to go on the flip side. Because unbeknownst to our forefathers, when they was in the wilderness, the commandments when they were given, Moses sprinkled blood on them, and that became a contractual agreement forever. You know what that contract is? So right now, our people are in breach of the contract. Right. Once we listen to the commandments, God gonna make we rule over everybody. We will rule this earth. Because this earth, according to the Bible, was made for our sakes.
That's right.
Read.
Bring it out. If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So on the flip side now, if the Israelites for some reason don't listen to the commandments as a people, all these what? You hear the word? You guys listening? What happened there if you didn't listen to it? What happened there? Read it again.
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses will come upon the children of Israel and overtake them. You know what overtake means? You see what Usain Bolt is doing races? When he pass out a man. So no matter how far or how fast we travel, these curses will find us, overtake us, swing back around and clothesline us right back where we start.
That's right.
We ain't escaping. Because of sin. That is why we are at the bottom. That is why slavery happened.
That's right.
That is why we own nothing in the neighborhoods we live in. Because we went against the commandments of God.
That's right.
Bring it out.
You want to go through some of the curses? Because from verse 16 to verse 68 is the most, you know they say God is good, but God is terrible at the same time. God does evil and he does righteousness.
Yes,
but he will do good for us once we do good to him by keeping the commandments. Now from verse 16 to 68 is the biggest jack up you'll ever see anybody ever. You ever was going somewhere, you see a man getting beat up on the road, he getting beat up, stamp out thing, and then you try to fumble up yourself, you get trip up again, beat up again. That's the curses. You have no way to escape it. And no matter how much you try to fight out, the curses is gone, God has gone snuff you again. You're going to get bloody until you die, and guess what? Your children going to go to get the same cut as too. Because we have offended our Father, who art in heaven.
Right.
Let me show you a curse. Verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long.
So in history, whose sons and daughters were taken, like, let me paint the picture for you. You have children? You have the poster? You have no children? Imagine if you are a child. You're spending time with your children at home. And I come in, and our next man come in, kick open your door, gun butt you, take your children and scat with them. And you can't do nothing to save your children. How you feel? Wordless, right? Exactly. Who did that happen to in history? Who was on the auction blocks? That was prophesied to happen, and that prophecy is our history.
That's right.
That's right.
That didn't happen to the East Indian or the Chinese. That going up and you being a mandingo. Imagine now, a few hundred years ago, all of us, dead naked as we born, walking up because this loincloth is just for censorship. We walking around, chains, we gotta go up on the podium. We have a prime nigga with long hair and nice teeth. And then you make a smile for me nigga. What? How much you go and buy this nigga for me? Who go and take this nigga off my hands? $100. $150, sold to the 150, and then you get shipped off to another work for that man until you die. Did that not happen to our forefathers? And we are children of those people.
That's right.
Read verse 37.
Bring it out, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword amongst all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
So we will become an astonishment. That was an astonishing thing. You don't find that we glorify hoes. That's not astonishing. That if what's that girl name? If Cardi B come down here, everybody running to see Cardi B, and Cardi B is a stripper. That's not astonishing to you. What has she done? She was literally a prostitute. She's spreading it for men to see. That's astonishment. That's not normal. Other people just watch us, or the other nations and say, hey, look at that nigga there. Them niggas fighting. Them niggas always fighting, eh? Them niggas always cussing, eh? That's not what they say about us. Astonishment will be a proverb. If you want to hide something from a nigga, what you do? Put it in a book, because niggas don't read.
That's
right. You never know that, you know that one. Spanish girls, these Spanish girls come across there, they're really good for one thing. You hear that before it? Breathing. They're only good for breathing. That's what they say about our people. And a proverb and a byword. We will no longer be called Benjamite, Judite, Levite. We will be called Trinidadian, American Black, else, I don't know, Haitian, Colombian, Venezuelan. We didn't call ourselves Trinidadian. We get our title put on us by the people who brought us here in chains.
That's right.
So why are we still calling ourselves Trinidadian today?
That's right.
These are questions that the average Negro don't ask himself. The average so-called Negro don't ask himself.
Bring it out, soldier.
43.
Verse 43. The strangers that is within thee.
Oh, this one is very applicable to the current state that we are in now.
The strangers that is within thee shall get above thee very high.
So the strangers that are within the area. So you live in Superior, right? Oh, I don't know. I'm not from South. So the strangers that are within you, like are we in Superior, and none of the businesses owned by our people, except the little Rasta shack there. One little Rasta shack that are incense and thing. One little shop on the whole street is banks, furniture, take down. None of we own the stores. That's not weird. That's astonishing. Yet we are the people that buy and sell on a daily basis.
Right.
So where the money going to? The money not going in our hands. This question is up, so they will become above the very high. And what will happen to us?
And thou shalt come down very low.
And we will come down to the ground, less than nothing. We will be pipers. We will be prostitutes. We will be pimps. We will be thugs. We will have no function or rhyme or reason when the day comes.
That's right.
We will just be consumers, just consuming, with no function on the earth other than dying and breathing air. Read.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
He will lend us, because we don't own RBC. That's a Canadian bank. Scotia Bank, Canadian bank, owned by white people. Name our next bank, First Citizens. We technically was the first citizens here. We own our bank. The government that we vote to, that we go, yes, vote? Oh, good job, because that's a waste of time. That's a complete waste of time. PNM, UNC, COP, ILP, all of them, waste of time. Because we still poor. We voted since we get the right to vote, and we still at the bottom. And yet men will still fight down. Nah, boy. Is a PNM, is a UNC boy, Rowley, Kavla, and nothing. And it's the same thing right through. So, reader?
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
So then we try to run. We try to run. Let me say we want to go to America to get freedom because it's a land of opportunity. These same curses waiting there for us. So we ain't getting our way. Because that brother come from the States, he can tell you. There are places in America, Negroes still getting hanged. Still lynched. You cannot be out at a certain point in time because they will kill you just for having your skin color. That is fact. And I wish I was making this up so I could feel like lying to her, tell you. Now, but I just wanted to feel sad so you could join us. But it's a fact. I'm not telling you the sweet words that your pastor will tell you why you want to hear to get your money. We're telling you something for a specific purpose. Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they... Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent the enemies against us? You listen? You sure you listen? Listen to it again. Therefore
shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So who sent the enemies against us? Because we didn't want to listen to him. Since we didn't want to serve our king, God said, all right, serve the other people then. Serve the other people then. We will be at the bottom. You don't want to serve me when I put you above? All right, fine. Go and be a nigger then. I was calling you a prince of the power. I was calling you son of the right. I was calling you God. You didn't want that. So you're not? Be at the bottom then. Go and lick the toilet. And listen how we're going to serve our enemies.
In hunger.
In hunger. We don't own none of the food that we produce, that we're eating. We have to go to our enemies for that.
And in thirst.
In thirst. Not even the water you're drinking, water, you own. Not even the beach water. You cannot go on the beach with a bucket of water and say you carry that home. You understand that? We don't own that and we live in here. You can't just go and find water in your backyard and say that's yours. I'll come and say, nope, it's mine. And as your water that you find, read.
And in nakedness.
The clothes that I have on the back, we just talk about that. We don't make this, bro. We even in knowing this information, we don't even make this. We still have to go to our enemies because the rest of our people still in this sin. So we suffering three curses because of the mass majority of our people who don't want to repent. Read.
And in want of all things.
Want of all things. You want to get married one day? If you get married to that girl, or you just have to get married to her? Could you just go find a random girl on the street? Hey, my girl, we married. Bam, we married. What is that to do? You have to get a wedding marriage certificate through the government. Everything. If you die, you can't even just die. You have to get a death certificate. You can't even let you die in peace. You have to, your family have to go, whap. Well, you know, we have to get this thing, you know, if you do all this thing, we can't just leave them on the road, let them die. And that will cost our next set of money. You understand? That's when we want up all things. Your medical, right. Your education. We don't have anything. Really.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
So the enemies will put a yoke of iron around our neck until we are destroyed. So you realize we don't have the yoke of iron anymore. So what I mean? If he will put the yoke of iron on our neck until we are destroyed, what does that mean? And we don't have it now. That means we're destroyed. Our people are destroyed. Look around. We in the ghetto. We living in areas that we don't own nothing. Our sisters getting on like hoes. The men is waste men. Everybody is trying to get high and have sex. That's it. That's what your whole purpose on this planet is. This. Get high, have sex. Can't even wait now. You realize our country, the economy, crash. We going to the point of no return in terms of our economy. Yet carnival come around. The streets still full though. We girls sleeping around to pay for the carnival costumes though. Man sleeping around to pay for the carnival costumes. Remember the song? The city go burn down. The city burning, bro. The city been burning. But we still jamming. Not us, not the brothers up here.
That's right.
But everybody else, they're jamming still. Because they don't care. Because they're destroyed. That is destruction. Mentally, spiritually, them destroyed. They're gone through. And there's only one thing to bring us back. So, you understand what I'm bringing across, right? Who are you according to the Bible? According to the Bible, based on the curses that only fall on the Israelites, and the curses fit you, who are you? A slave to the enemy. So what does God call you? God put the curses on the Israelites. The curses happen to you. What does that make you? The other thinking. Trust me, don't feel bad. All of us was standing the right way you stand. All of us was in that exact spot, not in the exact spot, but the exact, like, because it's our mind-opening thing right now. Your eye opening up like, what the hell is this? I'm sure you're feeling, was the hashtag mind blown? Mind blown. Because you never bothered to study that. Isaiah 1 and 3.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
So an ox. Is an ox an intelligent animal? No. But he knows who is his owner.
And the ass his master's crib.
A jackass, is that an intelligent animal? But he knows where he's from. But who? But what?
But Israel,
but for some reason, the Israelites
does not know.
We don't know who's our owner, we don't know where we're from. Because I just asked you, I gave you all the curses. You was like, well, I don't know. We don't know where we're from either. Because we come on boats. Where we from? Who's our owner? And here's the worst part about that. At least you trying to consider. But the most majority of our people, what about them?
My people does not consider.
They don't even consider it. They just prefer, let me wine on a girl for carnival, let me get drunk, let me smoke a little weed, pass out, and that's their whole day. That's not most of the men and women mentality. Have no function other than just consume and get high out of their mind and then die. And well, of course we breathing. That's the one thing God still let us do. He let us breathe at our alarming rate, so we will still outnumber everybody else on the island. But yet we are the bottom. So you are an Israelite according to the Bible.
That's right.
That's what God calls you. Israel. What Israel stand for? Prince of the power. Prince of the power. Because Jacob, who fought with an angel, was named to Israel. That's our forefather. That's where we come from. The seed of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Into his 12 sons. And we are the sons of his sons. We are the sons of his son, his favorite son actually, Benjamin. So, you are an Israelite. So what does that mean for you? What do you think you have to do? What you gotta do? If sin got us into this situation, breaking of the laws, what will get us out of the situation? Excuse me, sir, could you move it?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So this is the big question. Now that we know we are Israel, what does God require of you? This is going to be the breakdown right here.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Step one, fear God. Could you say to yourself, before you look across, instead of walking across the street and looking left and right, car might hit you. You need to walk across the street, look up and say, God, please don't kill me. You got to be in a fearful state at all point in time. Like at any point in time, God can jack you up. That's the kind of fear we're talking about.
That's right.
Legitimate.
That's right.
Like when angels used to come to the prophets, they used to be like, because when they see the angels, they know somebody going dead. So the angels used to have to tell them, no, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, servant. I come with a message. And then they back up in the chariot. So first step, fear. Next step.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So that is all we are required to do as Israelites. All. Forget about your job, forget about putting anything in priority. First priority is fear God, serve God, love God. This is how you do all three at once.
To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good.
All we are required to do. Hey, make sure cover up him, cover up the man, because he's an honest. So, you're good? That's what I'm saying, strong in the truth. Now, he say you good. So, yeah, sure. This man, like, you want to love the Lord, all right? All praises.
That's right.
So, the commandments is what you have to keep. So, we go through some commandments, minor commandments, because I don't know you like that. There are three main commandments, because you bought today, right? Three main commandments. Let me start with the most minor. Beard. You can grow beard? Or this is how it grows? The face or the hair on your face, is this how it grows? Like that. The hair on your face, you ever tried to grow it? You shave it off? This is how it's grows, okay. Well, this is what men. Into that too.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
So the men of Israel are not supposed to have bald heads like Michael Jordan, supposed to have clean shaven face like your pastor, like your average Christian church pastor. We're not supposed to do that. Right? So I noticed, did you blonde this? You know there's a sign of leprosy and a plague, according to the Bible, around there? Let me see.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 13 and verse 29. If a man or woman have a plague upon the beard, upon the head or the beard, then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair.
Yellow thin hair, blonde hair. If it comes out of, then what will happen?
Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
You will be unclean. You won't be able to sacrifice with that one little blonde hair. So the question is, why would you dye your hair? I know it's a fashion statement, but why not like the natural color your hair and blonde your eyebrows, blonde hair, blonde whatever? Not you specifically, but a lot of our people do it. This is what we're not supposed to do. Read.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Because the only person that has naturally blonde hair is the so-called white man. So we are not supposed to envy him. Don't put them green, blue contacts in your eyes to have eyes like him, to blonde your hair or brown up your hair to look like him. We're supposed to be our own people, your own man. You are free once you keep the laws. You understand that? Right?
And choose none of his ways.
None of his holidays either, or none of his customs we are supposed to observe. Like Christmas, like Thanksgiving, like Easter, like Colsum, like Borody. What's happening south? What's happening south? Separia Fet. That's not our thing. Like the I heard the hair color. You understand the blonding, right? Right. So let me go to fringes. Let me go to the bigger lows. So no blonding in here, grow your beard. If you could grow your beard, because they're looking like you, me, and he in the small beard club.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this and join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.